Black coffee with a side of tea starts now only on Stunner Radio.
So, welcome back. This is Black Coffee with a Side of Tea, and you have your ladies here at the table. So, we're going to introduce ourselves as we do each week. We'll start with T Baby.
This is T Baby. How is everybody doing?
It's an amazing Saturday.
Awesome. Yes.
Gorgeous.
And who are you?
I'm Lisa, the boss lady.
Awesome.
As always, bossing up.
And our guest for today is Miss
Carla Vsong, owner of Vsong Art Gallery.
Awesome. And so, of course, it's me, Latrina Deneen. And so the first thing we want to know from everybody every week is, how was your week? So what's going on? How was your week? How was your week? I don't care who starts first. So it doesn't matter to me.
I'll tell y'all. My week was very, very packed, long, and busy.
Yeah.
But prom is over.
Hey.
So I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Everybody, it was successful though. She was happy. Everybody was, she was gorgeous. Everybody's happy. So.
She was. Awesome. Did she make it home safely? And
she did not come home. She went to with her sister.
Okay.
And so right. So she might be here today.
She may be. Okay.
But yeah, she went with her sister, and which made me not wait up.
What's the age difference between them?
They're 4 years apart.
Oh.
So my oldest is 22.
Okay.
And so my youngest is 18. So they click together now.
Yeah.
Because they're both of them are adults. So
yeah,
they hang out.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that she had a great weekend.
She did. She had a great weekend, and she had a really awesome send off. Like, everybody came to support her, and
awesome.
Watch her do her makeup, and help her straighten her dress, and she had a big support system.
So the send off is like the getting ready, and not just all like that. Everybody shows up when the date comes.
No, it's the makeup, the everything. And we helped her get dressed. We helped her, fix her dress, put her shoes. Yeah. Those ridiculous shoes.
Yeah, it was the shoes for me.
That was ridiculous. Those shoes, I hate them with the fire of 1,000 suns.
Oh,
but it was they were kind of difficult. So everybody was there to help her. And what I love, the pictures that I got, was her sister helping her do the things.
That's awesome.
That's sweet. That was so good. So how does that feel like? You're done.
I'm finished.
They're out of
I'm
school.
done.
How does that feel?
I'm finna go check my tubes one more time.
There can be no slip up.
No. Because she was a baby after my first tubal.
Oh, okay.
And so I had another one.
Oh, hey, really?
Yeah, like after a while after I had her, I had another pregnancy that was not successful. Right. So I was like, I told you to shred them before.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, they're not shredded, of course, but they are still blocked. I did check. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing all the fun that you're getting ready to have.
Graduation is Friday.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
Are you doing a party?
We are having some seafood. We're having a seafood boil on Saturday. Okay. So I was going to tell you guys about this. So yes.
I'll be there.
Yeah, we're gonna get some big crabs.
Very cool. I'm excited. This is the best time of year.
Right.
Like, even as a teacher, it's extremely exhausting because you're trying to do all the things. But when you're looking at kids who are promoting, whether they're moving from grade to grade or graduation, it's just so exciting. So exciting.
Absolutely.
T Baby, how's your week?
Great week. Kind of busy.
Mm-hmm.
Did some shopping with Miss Lisa Danae. So we did shopping on Friday. So I was off at 12. Thank God. Mm-hmm. Fridays are best to be off at 12. But had a really good week. Started summer school. So
congratulations.
Yay.
I don't know. It's a lot of papers. So.
Okay. What program?
I'm finishing my bachelor's. So
what program?
It's called integrated studies.
Okay.
So taking some sociology classes.
Okay. So kind of like a blend of different things.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yes.
Is it at Phoebe?
No, it's actually at Sam.
Okay.
The whole program is online.
Okay, Cool.
So I love that aspect of not having to ever touch a classroom.
Yes.
So that makes it much easier.
Yeah.
And then one of the students in the group started a group meet. I was like, I love you.
Oh, right.
I love you for starting a group meet so we can collaborate with each other and help each other get through the class. Not necessarily give you the answers, but collaborate when it comes to how to be successful in the class. So I was like, thank you.
Figure this out, or I saw this.
Right, exactly. And so that's what's been helpful for summer, because summer it moves very fast,
quickly, especially in summer school.
Right.
So
that's how we come out. I'll graduate in fall. So
congratulations! Ooh, you're almost done. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'll be on a cruise then.
I know that's right.
Oh, yes, baby.
Yes. Come on.
Yes. So that was my week.
Miss Carla, how was your week?
My week was good. Just business-wise, part of what I do is visit with artists and artist studios. So with last year, the pandemic, I think a lot of people were at home.
Yes.
A lot of artists were being creative, thinking of, what to expand
do.
on, what to do. So I'm kind of getting a chance to see what people were working on in last year, the beginning of this year. So, exciting things to come.
Okay. And so, do you meet with different artists each week, or?
I try to, as much as possible. I visit their studio, or if they don't have a studio or in-house, they work on their art. They bring it to the gallery. I take a look at it. So, it's a mixture. It's not a set number, just as many. I want to keep eyes and ears to the ground on what's going on in Houston. Right.
Awesome. I'm super excited for our listeners to learn more about the gallery. When I visited a couple months ago, super impressed. Did not even know you were there. So I'm so happy to have you here so that other people can learn about the Vsong Art Gallery.
Wonderful.
Awesome. So my week has been very interesting. It's been very busy. But my goddaughter graduated this week as well. We had her graduation party last night. So it just felt really good to just have everybody there. The rain for the last week and a half has been insane. And so just to, it monsooned on my way home. But to be able to, get there and everybody could get in and have a good time. I had a drink that I'd never heard of before. It was called an ankle breaker. And when I tell you,
did it break your ankle?
I took it slow. But it was Hennessy, raspberry liqueur, and sweet and sour. And so it was just a very different flavor to come with a Hennessy drink. I've just never had a fruity drink that had a Hennessy base. And so it hit like a Hennessy drink.
Oh.
It hit like Hennessy. So I'm drinking it because it's fruity. And I'm like, that is cocktail. It had that Hennessy slam for you. But it was refreshing. It was a good summery drink. It was dark. And I love a dark drink. I just feel like it's mysterious because you don't know what you're going to get.
Right.
And so I was like, for it to be a dark drink and it was fruity, it was just really cute. So I got it it was a youngin' there. It was a whole bunch of youngins there, Lord. She was, she's 18. Okay. So it was a young man who's 21. So he thinks he's a professional drinker. So he was like, let me make a suggestion.
Oh, wow. From a connoisseur.
Right. He has the energy that works us off. That took me down. Right? He didn't drink that and party the rest of the night. No, ma'am. I was like, just get me home. It's a really good drink. It was a really good night. So it was I'm looking forward to what she's getting ready to do. She's a beautiful and amazing young lady. She's going to Lamar. So again, this is a very exciting time.
Yes.
Especially, I love seeing girls that are just like stepping into their themselves. Like, drive stuff. Makes me so happy. But we're going to go ahead and take a break really quickly. We'll come back. We'll interview our guest, Miss Carla Vsong, to learn more about the Vsong Art Gallery.
If you're looking for healthy meal prep, family-style meals, or catering for your next event, look no further than the East Traveling Square Kitchen with Chef Square, Alan Phillips, specializing in soul food, family-style dining, and southern flavor. Chef Square can adhere to dietary needs like keto and bariatric meal prep without compromising on taste. Take advantage of weekly meal plans like the Starter Pack, 5 meals for $75 with 3 entree choices. Additional meal plans and contact-free delivery is available. Contact Chef Square of the East Traveling Square Kitchen today at 832-495-8836 and tell them Stunner Radio sent you. Are you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle but have less than perfect credit? Look no further than Mi Amigo Motors, offering in-house financing to help you build or reestablish your credit. All vehicles are put through a multi-point inspection, and their award-winning customer service and on-site service center will make your buying experience stress-free. I know you got your stimulus check and it's tax refund season, so stop by Mi Amigo Motors today at 9729 Long Point Road or give them a call at 832-548-5927 to reserve your appointment for their VIP approval. Again, that's 832-548-5927. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
And we are back here. You have the Black Coffee with the Side of Tea show with Miss T Baby and Lisa, the boss lady, and our special guest, Miss Carla Vsong. So I met Miss Vsong at a Stunner in the City event that was at Houston House of Couture, owned by Miss Betty Branch. Is that Betty. And just in passing, it was just kind of like, so what are you guys doing here? What's going on? I'm like, okay, so
I do remember seeing you that day. I was like, I know I saw her, but you look like my sister-in-law. So I was like, I was wondering.
Got you. And so, you were getting ready to have an event. You had a special artist coming in. Yes. And so we were able to collaborate so that I could come and just be there as far as Stunner and getting some press opportunities. And so I wanted to make sure you were here. Tell us about the Vsong Art Gallery. So what I learned was that it is the only Black woman-owned art gallery in Houston. Is that accurate?
Commercial art gallery.
Gallery. Yes. Versus it being like
a nonprofit.
Okay. Okay. Yes. And so talk to us about how you were even inspired to do that. Are you from Houston?
So I grew up in Houston. Okay. So born in Detroit, but family came here early 80s when the automotive industry was bad the first time. Okay. And so father, mother packed up, said we got to take our babies and get out of here and find opportunities. Right. So I've been here since the 80s, a little girl. So I grew up here, so I claim Houston.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so where did your passion for art come from?
And I asked myself that, and I'm not sure. I feel like it just developed within because I come from a traditional family, get a job, pay your bills. I don't remember artists around me growing up. I definitely didn't see anyone having an art gallery or having a system in place or an organization or even a business revolving around art. Right. So I think I just learned what an art dealer was, and it sounded fascinating. And the more I found out about it, I was like, oh yeah, I need to do that.
What is your earliest recollection of connecting with, experiencing art and having a connection with it?
Yeah, so even in high school, we kind of went to the Science Museum. We didn't really go to the Fine Art Museum at all that I can remember. So later on, starting to go to art festivals, starting to go to parties that maybe had live artists painting live. I was kind of drawn to that. Then seeing a few galleries and being drawn to go in and look at the art and everything. So that's when I really remember 19, 20-ish. I started being more and more fascinated by it.
And were you in college at this point?
Yes. So I had worked, I already kind of always worked full time and went to school after hours online, kept a full-time job the entire time. So I did what I felt I was supposed to do, get the good corporate job. And worked in investment banking for quite a few years. And got my degree at night, my finance and marketing degree at night. And then always had it in my mind, I see myself being an art dealer. But I kind of fantasized about it, thinking like, oh, it's only for the wealthy people to do that. Because that's a lot of money. And it's this and that. And who would listen to me? So it always stayed in my mind. But I was in corporate America for years, still thinking, I'm grateful for the opportunity that I had. I'm grateful for the high paying salary that I had. But I just, once I realized I reached that checkpoint, like, okay, you have a 6-figure salary. You're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy. I got the great benefits. I'm supposed to be happy. I'm working for a Fortune 50 company that everyone's like, wow, you work for that company? I didn't feel fulfilled. So I just had to keep digging deeper. What do I need to be doing? Because outside looking in, it looked like I checked all the check boxes.
And you should reasonably be happy.
But I wasn't. And so I kept realizing what is pulling me, and it kept being art.
Are you an artist yourself? Like, do you create?
I'm a creative.
I
am not in the studios creating art to turn around and sell it.
Okay.
I appreciate the artists that do that.
Sure.
I love the business side of it.
Sure.
I love people.
Right.
So I can't imagine myself mastering a talent and being in a studio for hours upon hours.
Yes.
And that would not make me happy.
Yes.
So I love being on this side of the line.
Because what an opportunity to be able to give space to people to do that. And talk to us about what it's been like as a Black woman in this field. I can only imagine that there aren't a lot of women-owned art galleries and even fewer Black women-owned commercial art galleries.
Yes. So I want to say when people ask me, what do you do? And I say I own an art gallery, I have had multiple people. I've never even met anyone that has an art gallery. Or how does that work? How does this business? It just sounds so confusing. Right. And at the end of the day, the business model is retail, and the item is art. It's art, but people just seem like that's just facet, which is exciting. Yes. And I get to share about it because I want to share what it's all about. But it's a lot of surprise. Yeah. And then the second question is it maybe only one genre? They may assume that we only do Black art or only work with Black artists, in which I definitely enjoy and loving promoting Black artists, but it's everything. Right. We definitely have contemporary art.
Okay. Okay. So who was your last artist?
Currently, right now, it's David Addix and Marth Ann Mastersons are on display as of this moment in Houston. Have you seen the large president heads on the side of I-10? Yes. That artist is David Addix. Okay. Yes. Oh, wow. So he's 94 years old. I'm extremely excited and so privileged to have a show by him. And he told stories of knowing, Salvador Dali, Picasso. I mean, the stories he could tell and the life he's lived. Wow. Absolutely amazing. So that's David Addix we're showing right now. And then when you visited the gallery, it was Wayne Bell, was the abstract, the oil abstract work. Such good work. Yes, and he is younger than David Addix. And so it's amazing to have that contrast. And he's an African-American young man, and he's amazing and phenomenal. So I just get to be around amazing people.
Awesome. Wow. So how do you decide? And y'all jump in.
I'm just in awe. I'm definitely not, an art, connoisseur, but I mean, I like to look at it. You know what I mean? But this is so interesting to me because you never think deeper. When you're thinking about that, you don't think about everything that you're saying. You don't think about those levels. So I'm soaking it up, all of it, because you're making me want to go take a look. I mean, of course, I like to look at pretty things. But I never really thought about it, as far as on a corporate level. Never thought about any of that.
The gallery itself is a work of art, first of all.
Thank you.
Like, you walk into the space and it's it's a piece of art. And it's like there's so many different sort of, like, the floor is like this marbleized, silvery epoxy. Like, you feel it's waves, so you kind of feel like you're moving. It is a beautiful space.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna
go.
Then
to then take a step back from like, whoa, the space just pulled me in. And then it's like the different pieces and the art that's there. It's a beautiful space. And it was for me, it was like I was very proud. I was proud of you. I was proud of the accolades that you were receiving at that point. But just that there was somebody who is willing to, not willing, but it's like, I had a passion for this and I want to present this and make it available for other people. How do you decide on your artists? Because there are so many.
There are.
So how do you decide when you're having these meetings and you're getting information about the artists that are out there? How do you decide which ones you want to feature and have present in the gallery? And what is it called? What is it called when you have
exhibition?
Exhibition.
Okay. Yes. Okay. And so we do have a submission process that artists can submit their artwork. I asked if you have a website, send us your website. Okay. If you don't have a website, 10 recent pictures that you feel are strong works of art, send to us and send us information about yourself. There's something called residency. Some artists will finish an art program and then go into a residency where they're creating their work. Sometimes it's a paid program that is living expenses and will pay attention to the artist coming out of the residency.
Oh, wow.
We really want to feel that the artist, this is what you're meant to do. This is not a hobby. This is not, you're doing this today, then tomorrow you're going to switch and now do something else, which is fine, which is okay. But we'd like to see some fundamentals that you're in this for the long run. Consistency. And I even tell artists, sometimes they'll approach me and want to show me everything they've ever done. And they say, well, I'm so multi-talented and I can do all these things. But I like to compare it to music. If someone comes to an exhibition, I want a person to come in and can see this, all these works of art, even though they're different, I can tell the same artist created them. So if you go to a concert, you want to go to, R&B concert, which is fine. And the artist can even throw in a couple little country, a little bit of pop and stuff like that. But overall, you know what you to expect when you go to a concert. Now you come to a concert and this Def Jam, heavy metal, headbanging music,
and R&B,
and classical, and opera. You're looking confused. What is happening here? So that's the best way I can explain to artists how to put together a cohesive show.
Absolutely. Because I'm gonna walk out of that one.
And you want and what you were saying is like you think of, when you think musically, that person sonically has a sound.
Yes.
So it's like, I'm going to Jill Scott. She may be doing her new work, but I know I'm going to have a vibe.
Yes.
And so it's like, oh, this artist is presenting. I know I'm going to get this sort of story from them, or this kind of experience with them. So that makes perfect sense.
I have a question. So when Latria was talking about the space, it sounds like you really, really thought about every intricate aspect when you created the gallery, because that is so important when you go in. So one of my favorite is the manille. So that instantly pulls you in, because there's all types of art in there. It's not one type. And so when she explained the floor and the marble and then the waves, and that would, I'm ready to go right now. Can we leave now and go? I'm ready to go. Can we go now?
And it was important to me to have a warm, welcoming experience when someone comes in for the first time, because I have visitors that have never been to an art gallery. They've actually been called, well, how much is it to come in? And I'm like, well, I'm not a museum. You don't pay to come in. It's art should be accessible to all. So the art is for sale. You go to a museum, you can't buy it. What's on the museum wall. But a gallery is for-profit business, and we want you to purchase. But if you can't purchase, we want you to experience it and to love it. And typical galleries are white walls, white floor, white everything, which is fine because they want the art to speak for itself. Sure. But I'm in a converted loft in a historic building that was built in 1909. And brick walls, the wood paneling. So it feels warm and inviting. And hopefully, if you want to imagine this work in a home, I feel like my gallery feels more like a home than it feels like a sterile, office building.
How is this?
Like you don't want to touch nothing, you're scared.
And you get to see what it would look like in a space that feels lived in. Because if it's like, okay, that this is on this wall, this white wall right here, I don't know how this is going to even feel with my stuff, my space. So that's very thoughtful.
And we have private events in the gallery. I love that we've had weddings. I love that we've had product launches and book signings. So we want to be, and I hope that we have been in the past 8 years, of community gallery. Yes, because
I've been trying to think of how Stunner is going to get over there. Trust, because I was like, and as more of us get into the space and we're able to see, I know that we'll all be able to come up with something. But
maybe your second
even
year
that there's like this outside space, like you have that. I don't know what happened. I don't know if like half the building fell off, but it was like it's like out the patio. It's brick, and then it's up against the wall. It's just beautiful. It's a very beautiful space.
Thank you.
So we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back, and you'll let the people know how to find you, and then we will get into the tea. Is that okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. We'll be back right after this break.
This show is sponsored in part by Sweet Bella's Adult Candy and Treats, custom-made popcorn, gummies, lollipops, and other treats infused with genuine premium wine and spirit. Also offering fun-flavored vodka and tequila. Sweet Bella's Adult Candy and Treats uses only top-shelf liquor and quality wine. For more information, follow Sweet Bella's Adult Candy and Treats today on Facebook, Instagram, or Etsy, or place an order at sweetbellastreats@gmail.com. That's Sweet Bella's Treats with a Z at gmail.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Yeah, they have some.
Welcome.
Hey, it's your girl Lisa Dene, and I want to tell you about a product that has changed my life. Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins. Rain products are infused with a Nobel Prize-winning material called graphene. It's the graphene strip that provides the various health benefits that can improve your quality of life during that time of the month. Listen, I've been very loyal to a certain brand of feminine products, but I've never experienced the results I get with Rain products. The difference is in the graphene strip. Using Rain products has totally eliminated the painful cramps I experience, and it can also help balance your body's pH, eliminate harmful bacteria, and help fight fatigue. Graphene moves heat away from your core to keep you cool and comfortable. Ladies, it's time to upgrade your feminine care with products that not only offer protection, but also improve your health and wellness. Place your order today and receive your premium sanitary napkins delivered directly to your door. Visit www.drfcare.com to make your purchase today. And don't forget to mention that your girl Lisa Dene and Stunner Radio sent you.
We are back. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for our commercial. Support our sponsors. They do some amazing things to, just kind of be present and help us out. And then the folks who are giving ads, so give them a look. Let's see what's going on and how we can support them. So we're going to wrap up here with Miss Carla Vsong of the Vsong Art Gallery. So tell us what you got going on right now and what's happening with you and how we can get there. Just give us all the things. So what's new with you right now?
Okay, I'm extremely excited that I was voted the president of the Houston Art Gallery Association.
Okay.
And so that is a group of all art gallery owners that we have a shared mission to really make Houston a nationally acclaimed destination for the arts.
Awesome.
Because there's no reason with the talent that we have here. People should think arts, New York, arts, Los Angeles, arts, Houston.
Yes.
Why can't we be in that top
Absolutely.
list? Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's going to be our goal, and we're gonna make
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Because that's enormous. Because that also is going to give you the opportunity to put more art in front of them that they may not otherwise have considered.
True.
So I appreciate that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how can folks find the gallery? How can they come and visit?
Sure.
How can they support?
Okay. So visit our website for gallery hours. Vsonggallery.com is the website. I'm on the major social medias. Instagram is Vsong Art. Facebook, Vsong Art Gallery. Never really figured out Twitter, so sorry.
Okay.
Not on Twitter. I know. Maybe I'm a visual business. I don't think it's necessary. I'm gonna skip it.
Okay.
I may have a page, but yeah. Instagram, Facebook, the website. Since we do rent out the gallery for private events such as weddings, things like that, send an email, info@vsonggallery.com to say you want to come. I'll make time to show you certain pieces, make sure to have someone, a staff member, explain to you the art that's on the walls, and everyone is welcome. Free to come in.
So excited. Houston, let's make sure we go and support. It's just a rich opportunity. It doesn't cost you anything. You want to do something in the middle of the week or on the weekend and just have a different experience. Drop by the Vsong Art Gallery. You won't be disappointed.
Thank you.
So let's move into the mess.
Yes. I'm here for the mess.
So, T-Baby, what's happening out here in these streets?
Hey, this is T-Baby, and I'm coming to you with a side of tea, that tea that you discuss in the comfort of your home, that side of juicy tea.
So this is T-Baby, and this is the juicy tea for the week. Was listening to Unwind with Tasha K, and she always has some really, really juicy tea. So this week she was talking to Chef Keith's baby mom, who is an interesting young lady. She has a lot going on. She was talking about how she found out whether or not that was actually her child's dad, because she was dating two gentlemen at the same time. And it was Dre's producer that she was dating. So she was like, I did some interesting things. I came up with some OnlyFans stuff, and she ended up being with Lamar. No, not Odom. It's Beckham, the football player. She was with him and some other gentlemen, and so those things became entanglements.
Oh my.
Very interesting entanglement. So Tasha K was talking about that, and so she brought it to, she had her on her show, and so just talked about some other things that were quite X-rated.
Okay.
Oh my.
Interesting.
Very X-rated.
Okay.
Okay.
Very X-rated. So
get it how you live.
and she's definitely doing that. She's definitely doing that. So it was very interesting to hear some of the requests. And she was talking about the rappers who are some interesting characters.
I believe that. Definitely believe that.
Okay, I don't know who any of these people are. None of them.
I wasn't aware of Chef Keef until I listened to Tasha
Chief
K.
Keef?
Yeah, Chief Keef.
Oh,
Okay.
Chief Keef.
Okay.
on board.
Okay.
Because
I was like, who?
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know who Chef Keef.
Oh, I know who that. Oh, okay.
Chief Keef.
Yeah.
Keef. Okay.
Oh,
What
wait.
is his name?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't
It's a
know.
whole new story.
Yeah, I don't.
It is. It's definitely a new story now. Wow. Okay.
Okay. Okay. What? Anything else?
That's an interesting story.
Okay.
It's an interesting story. It talked about some very vulgar stuff. That's why I was.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
So
Okay.
yeah, it was interesting to see how she's using that platform to make money. So she's talked about child support. Of course, that's one of the things that I brought up recently. Child support seems to be the highlight of most of the celebrities, is not paying your bills. 9 months the child hasn't seen his father. So that's not good. Because you have to build that rapport with your child, but he's behind, and she's baby mama number 7.
I mean, well, did she expect him to be current without? And he's not even current with his talent at this moment. So
Right.
I'm just saying it's kind of like not feasible to expect an income if he's not, he's not making anything right. And you're 7. Damn.
He got money.
Yeah,
But
he might be
hasn't he been
concealing
in
it.
jail for not paying enough child support before?
Right. Yeah. Like she's baby mama number 7, so her funding is a little less than number 1.
I mean, I'm just, come on.
Be realistic.
Help us. Help me help you.
Help me help you. Okay. I have to look that one up.
Definitely. We're going to have to see the whole tea on that one.
I don't know anything about these people.
Wow. Well, I know who Chief Keef is.
I've heard his name.
She keeps shaking her head. Yeah. It's a Wyman story.
Okay. Well, all right.
So I wanted to add that I saw an interesting post by, how many of you are familiar with the Pastor Paula White?
I've heard the name.
She was brought on many years ago by TD Jakes. Like, she kind of got on that "Woman Thou Art Loose."
Oh yeah,
that's how we got to know her. So, white lady. She had a very like charismatic presence about herself. So a lot of black people kind of gravitated to her. But anyway, so they developed this huge mega ministry, and at some point, her and her husband divorced, right? So they present to the world, we're getting divorced, whatever. So they just left it out, for us to deal with. So this week, out of nowhere, her ex-husband posts on Facebook, basically like, this lady's a fraud. For 10 years,
Wow.
she was trying to get me to go along with what she was doing. She was having multiple affairs.
Oh, wow.
The day, and so he posted a picture of them standing side by side in ministry. He was like, the day that this picture was taken, she had come to me and told me that she wanted a divorce. And I didn't want to end the marriage.
Oh, wow.
So she had men from the church come to try to threaten him or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, well, I'm the one who wants to stay in the marriage. Like, why are you trying to attack me for wanting to stay married to my wife? Wow. And so the question for the people was like, y'all been divorced 10 years. Why this week? What woke you? What happened? What got in your craw that good Wednesday that you woke up and you were like, I need to let the world know that this lady is ministering to y'all and she's a fraud.
Paycheck stop.
Yeah.
Just like R. Kelly. Paycheck stop.
But
documentary time.
Right.
Really?
No more money.
I can agree. Yeah.
Right.
So I got to figure out, because he did say the last thing he said is, if you want to know more, send me a message.
Absolutely. It was a teaser for my documentary.
Wow, I didn't even think about
Or a
that.
book.
So I have something getting ready to come
Absolutely.
out.
Or a book.
Absolutely. So let me let you know who I am, so you can follow me for this tea.
Right. Because when I looked at his Facebook page, he had posted for like 2 years. No lie.
Oh yeah.
So I'm
He's
like,
about
what
to-
happened?
yeah,
Why
he's about
did you
to-
wake up this morning and you was like, let me let y'all know why she fraud.
No streaming
Right.
right.
For 10 years.
Wow, that is crazy. And you know what? That is sad to me that
Yeah.
a male is doing that. I would expect that from a petty female, but a male.
Right.
Wait a minute, hold on.
No.
For opportunity.
Oh, right. I was going to say, petty has no gender.
Come on and say
Come on, petty has no gender.
Yeah, you know what? You are
That's
certainly
right.
right.
No-
Like old boy
Petty
had the girl's car he bought her repossessed.
Right. Yeah, petty has no gender.
Quavo and so,
Right.
yeah.
That's how you say that? Because I was trying.
So,
Yeah.
Well, lesson learned. If you're about to be famous, have everybody
Everything.
sign an NDA.
Right.
Everybody.
Exactly.
Oh, they're breaking those.
And as you come,
But
They're
you're
breaking
gonna
those.
have to at least be afraid to maybe a little
Right.
bit.
Yeah.
Don't think twice.
I don't know.
You could probably break it, but it's better to have it than not.
the
have it.
consequences.
Right.
The consequences. If you say
Yeah.
anything about me, a couple of million,
Right.
I'll sue you.
Right.
At least
I think
maybe
that-
somebody will think about
I
it.
think that's definitely a great option, but I think it's also a better option to put it all on the table from the beginning. Look, they already know I did that. What?
Right.
But in terms of ministry,
Right.
everything about like her reputation.
Mhm.
So, and I guess it was like, okay, I've kept this secret. I've kept this
Right.
information about how you really moving
Mhm.
to myself because I did it as your spouse, but I no longer have that
Right.
obligation. to
But that's 10 years.
Exactly.
Right.
But your point of
Yeah.
there's clearly something coming after
Yeah,
this.
Right.
absolutely.
So I'm like, that makes sense. Because I've literally been like, why would he do, like, what's the payoff?
Yes.
Right.
That makes sense.
I mean,
That
I know
makes sense.
he didn't slept for 10 years. I mean, he
I
didn't just
mean,
wake up.
It's just like, and I'm like, you didn't
Right.
age. You didn't pay rent.
Oh yeah, right. Or she made him
I'm
mad.
gonna get you.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you, sis.
Right.
Or
Bet.
something.
Like,
something.
I bet.
Happened.
I'm just like,
Right.
what could it have been? But that was the thing that for me was like, I need to bring this because I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Or some people
Absolutely.
wake up and feel like, I feel sorry for the people following you. You're a fraud. And
Right,
I need
right,
to expose
right.
you because it's the right thing to do.
But 10 years later,
No, fam.
Yeah.
It was right
because
there.
exactly,
It was right when she was
years,
doing it, actually.
Imagine how much she's grown, right? So
Right,
even
exactly.
if there was a falling away for
Sure.
the people who did not agree with the divorce, since then,
She
if
probably
she's
gained more
fraud,
followers.
yeah.
Yeah.
you've let her be fraud for this long.
Then you fraud.
Right.
So then,
it's like,
let no be
why all of
fraud.
a
Right.
sudden would you want to say? Do you feel compelled to say this now?
Right.
And I guess that was why I was just like, what is this about?
They could have had a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and he got angry in that conversation.
Mhm.
So now, and then on top of that, he has a book in the works,
Right.
or he has a documentary.
She maybe didn't endorse that book,
Right.
and
It
it
He
could be
did a lot of
anything.
number of
Any
things.
number of things. It was just so curious to me. I was just like, this is so
That's why I love the idea of helping people, being known for what I do, but I would love to not be famous. I am so okay if no one knows who I am, what I'm doing, as long as the work is being done. I am okay. I don't want to be famous. I don't want everyone to know me. I want you to know my work. I want to do great things.
Right.
But I don't know. I imagine like the wrestlers have the mask on and they can the store know who they are.
Ooh,
with the mask on, they're famous. I would love that.
Exactly.
You don't need to know why.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. I want
That's a good point.
I've always told people, like, I'm a celebrity. These people who are not, they all know I'm a celebrity. They're respecting my anonymity right now. They're respecting the fact that I'm out here in these streets.
I respect.
They're not trying to be all up on me. They're respecting me. So that's been my thing.
Got it.
Well, I mean, we signed our disclosures when we met her.
I'm telling you.
Okay. All right. I'll sign mine.
They know.
It's outside. I'll sign. Yeah.
She can sign it too.
Okay.
You can just do an X or let her know.
She can't come back 10 years
But that does make me feel that way, though, that he, if he sat on it for 10 years, that he's fraud too.
Yeah.
You know, because you let her live this, you misled them as well.
Absolutely.
Because when it was happening is when it should have been a stop
Right.
put
And
to it.
if you left and decided that you wasn't gonna say nothing, then don't say nothing.
Right.
Because you have that right. Maybe I don't want to expose. Maybe I don't want to do that.
Right.
Okay, cool. But that is what it is. Period.
Right. Then you walk away, you stay away.
You're done.
That's it.
Right.
So yeah, and I'm just like, that is so
That's a long time.
Yeah,
That's a very long
What
time.
is Jake's response? Is he
I don't think no, they hasn't because if
I
he
ain't
was
heard
more,
nothing from
TV
Face.
Jakes was more. Shut up. TV Jakes was more
I'm just saying.
her connection.
Did you say Face?
She said
I
Face.
did.
Yeah, TV.
Okay.
I did.
So Jakes was more her connection, not so
Okay.
much to him.
Okay.
So it was like, the ex is woken up. That's the part. It was just like the ex woke up one day and was like, and I'm mad.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Today?
that's a
checks-
long time to
the
be
checks-
mad.
Right.
Absolutely. Check stop.
Okay.
If it's been 10 years, is it Texas? Is he in Texas?
No, they were in Florida.
Oh, because a lot of times after 10 years that alimony does stop.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
okay.
So
So we would have to find
who knows?
If she made the money,
I know for in divorces you can request
Right.
certain things,
Yeah.
especially if the
And I guess
person
if
is
she was the money
lucrative.
maker,
Yeah,
Right.
she was the money
if they have a lucrative income, you can go in there and request alimony
Yeah.
and spousal
In
support.
Texas, I didn't know that, but I heard
Yeah,
that.
spousal
Friend
support.
that man's paying alimony in Texas.
Absolutely.
I
in
didn't think
Texas.
that was a thing.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Spousal
Absolutely.
support, especially if you have a lifestyle that you're used to.
Right. Or the
'Cause I
wife
know-
is stay-at-home mom.
Right.
Right.
If you give me the lifestyle that I really want,
Mm-hmm.
and we get ready to get divorced, I'm going to put that in my
Right.
divorce decree.
Right.
Absolutely. Because you need to keep me in the lifestyle that I am accustomed to.
These
Right.
are the relationships that I've had, and because I've had access to these circles,
Right.
Right.
I need to be able to maintain these relationships because that is a part of how I
Absolutely.
exist.
And in the
That's
state
how
of Texas, if you have been married for 10 years, that is more likely to attain.
Oh wow. You've done your research.
Right.
Hey, congrats.
I was pre-law in 1999.
Yeah.
Yeah. I changed my major for the first degree I didn't complete. Yeah.
That's info. So
That
I'm
is-
like, I wouldn't know that because my assumption is bye. That's my assumption.
I think it's
But I
important
guess
to be
it's how it works when you
educated.
have money.
Yeah, it's important to be educated about laws, especially being who we are.
Mhm.
And
Right.
today,
Absolutely.
because a lot of people, they try to pull
Right.
certain cards, and exactly. And so I make it my business to know things. Now that bit of information I learned with one of these marriages, I don't know, and there was an ex-wife that was in play, and she was I want alimony, da 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 da, and when we did speak with an attorney, that was well, it's a little bit likelier that she could, but it was kind of a silly situation, because there was a countersuit, so
Yes.
it was really silly, because if you want to ask for this, but you owe this, so
Right.
What is this?
right,
Cancel it out.
It did. So
So okay. So that was our hot tea for the week. Let's figure out what's going on with Chief Keef and Paula White's ex-husband. We'll figure it out. Now we're gonna hear from Miss Lisa, the boss lady. What's up on these people busting people in the mouth because they trying to travel? Flight attendants just trying to get from one place to the other, and they go to work and lose their teeth. I'm just trying to understand, because what I saw on the news was like there was a jump of like 1,500 to 2,000 incidences. These people, like, to the point to where the aviation people, I don't know what their letters and acronyms are, but they were saying on GMA, we got to start giving these fools fines.
I believe that is
finding like $300,000. This is the first time that they've had. That's how they've been issuing stuff out. Because people have lost their minds.
They need to. The fact of the matter is that there are people out here that are thinking that they should not have to wear a mask, and the government and the health leaders are making them feel that way, and they're getting on there, even though it does clearly say on your itinerary and on your flight tickets that you must wear a mask, and they feel entitled to not wear one. Oh, I'm vaccinated, or I don't believe, or I have this, and they don't want to wear the mask, and that's period. And a lot of the times they're not vaccinated, and because the ones that don't want to wear the mask are the ones that are not going to get the vaccine. Period. It's the same group. So that's that's that. But I do think that they should be fined. I think that they should be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. Exactly.
You don't need to be allowed on no aircraft.
They need to be put on a no-fly list, period. But I'm going to tell you one thing about Delta. They're not playing with you.
What they do?
If you take that mask off, they're going to turn that plane around. You know how your mama said, I'm going to turn this car around. Stop it in mid-air.
30,000 feet in the air.
They will turn around.
Do it.
They absolutely will turn around. There have been flights that have been delayed, kind of like towards the beginning of what was going on. Flights that were delayed because they had to turn around mid-trip to take them back and immediately place them right then and there on the no-fly list and get off my plane.
Good.
Oh wow.
I hope they arrested them and they was.
They were not arrested, but they are on the no-fly list, so they cannot fly Delta. Period. At all. All because of a mask, because they didn't want to wear it. But like I said, they are being led into this, sense of security, which the CDC does say that you do not have to wear that mask if you are fully vaccinated, and that's fine. But if this business says that you do,
right,
you do.
And the thing that frustrates me with the CDC, and I cannot believe how fast we've gotten to the end of the show. But the thing that frustrates me with the CDC is, let me go back. I feel like they need to add the caveat, and you need to be prepared to show your proof.
Oh, let's talk about that for a second.
You can't just say, yes, I'm vaccinated.
Let's talk about that.
Say, yes, fully vaccinated people.
There are fake vaccine cards.
And we will talk about that another week. Right. So but we'll wrap this up this week. Thank you, Carla Vsong. Can you tell us one more time how we can get in touch with the art gallery and get in touch with you?
Sure. So I'm located in the historic warehouse district of downtown Houston.
Okay.
And website vsonggallery.com, Instagram Vsong Art. Email me, email info@vsonggallery.com if you have any questions. I do my very best to reply every email, especially if you just want to know more information. If there's an artist in your family, kind of want to get started on this path to be an artist, I've got a couple of articles I can copy and paste and kind of help you out a little bit. So just reach out. Just reach out.
Thank you. So glad you're here in our city. So glad the gallery is here in our city. Thank you. Thank you. So this has been our show for the week. Thank you for tuning in to Black Coffee with a Side of Tea. We will be back next week with another lineup of guests, and the ladies will have more tea for you. So don't miss it. Have a great week. Bye.
If you're looking for a keynote speaker for your next event, look no further than Miss Mimi of Mimi Speaks, specializing in panel discussions, women's luncheons and conferences, and fashion shows and trade shows. Miss Mimi brings her unique blend of experience and training to make a lasting impression on your guests and clients. With powerful, engaging, thought-provoking topics and presentations, Miss Mimi will provide your guests with meaningful takeaways and life-changing revelations. Also available for red carpet interviews and premieres. Email us today at iammissmimi@gmail.com for booking information. That's iammissmeme@gmail.com. If you're looking
Don't
If
want
you're
it.
looking for healthy meal prep, family-style meals, or catering for your next event, look no further than the East Traveling Square Kitchen with Chef Square, Alan Phillips, specializing in soul food, family-style dining, and southern flavor. Chef Square can adhere to dietary needs like keto and bariatric meal prep without compromising on taste. Take advantage of weekly meal plans like the Starter Pack, 5 meals for $75 with 3 entree choices. Additional meal plans and contact-free delivery is available. Contact Chef Square of the East Traveling Square Kitchen today at 832-495-8836 and tell them Stunner Radio sent you.